Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and assorted people of the internet, and welcome back to Pez of the Mind. I am James Phoenix, and this is another fantastic episode of Disney Heroes. Sorry, I had a pop-up. But yes, with me, as always, is my co-creator, Chris the Mole.
Hello.
And our cast members, the best one, Richter Hammer.
Hello.
And the other one, Marcus Shadow.
What's up?
How 90s. Anyway.
Eat my shorts.
Don't have a cow there.
Pop. You got it, dude.
Did I do that?
Rude.
No, you fail, Marcus. That show is already used.
Yeah, 90s slang's so shit compared to today.
Alright, fine.
90s is so jelly compared to us.
Fine, Mole. It's morphin' time.
There you go.
That's not 90s. That movie doesn't come out until next year.
Ha. We don't know if they're using that as their morphing call.
Be kind of dumb if they didn't, but at any rate, we'll find out next year. But right now, we're focusing on Disney Heroes. Our
kind of done with that already.
Yeah. Our little fan production radio play here. If you haven't been tuning in, basically, some people that applied to be Musketeers 13 years ago get drafted in to wield Disney hero powers to fight off demons posing as Disney villains. That's all you need to know.
And radio play / roleplay.
Yes, there is some roleplay aspects to this as well, because not everything is scripted out. We are improvising as we go.
Mm-hmm.
So
You can't see, but I'm in a box.
nice.
I should have taken a character with the ability to mime. Damn it!
Ah. Oh well. Has there been any mimes in Disney? Look that up later. Anyway.
Steamboat Mickey. Boom, silent film.
Nice. Technically it wasn't. There was at least music in that movie.
The characters were silent. That's the definition of a well.
Yeah, but there wasn't even
that is the definition of a silent movie.
It
Well-
is, because silent movies, and a lot of silent
And
movies
music.
do have music, yeah.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
But back to this at hand. So,
Yeah, you just got
Yep.
Disney.
ouch. You guys got Disney. So anyway, last week on Disney Heroes, Noah was kidnapped and pulled into the underworld. The rest of the team followed and attempted to rescue him, fighting through the various hordes of Hades to get to him, only for Hades to reveal an ulterior motive, stealing their energy to create an evil Mouseketeer. Dun dun dun.
So would this be a death Katir?
I don't know.
It'd be a Ratatouille.
Ratcateer.
You know.
It'd be the scrappy Mickey from Epic Mickey. But yes, let us proceed.
Indeed.
So, all we take is a little bit of your energy right here, and a little bit of the darkness of the underworld to put them together, and what do you got? Hades waves his hand as the darkness encompasses the small amount of light that he has taken from the others. The light goes into the ground near Hades' feet, and a form rises up in the same green mist as the skeletons, but this time forming into an actual person. There we go. As he stands there, the energy forms a watch similar to those of the team around his wrist. This ought to be fun. Hades floats backwards and lands in his throne on a raised platform watching below. He uses his fire to summon a bag of popcorn. Let the fight begin!
Jeff turns and looks at David. Kind of wishing I took Hercules now. How about you?
David looks at his watch, remembering the power of the genie. Yeah, I could go with that. Also, this is really, really not good. I don't know how we'd fight our own powers.
And Does that mean if he's the evil Musketeer, does that mean I'm a good one?
I think by default you are, yeah.
Woo!
So he took our powers. Does that mean we can't transform now? Because that would be bad.
I would assume so, but I don't know. It must be worth a shot, though. I mean, what else are we gonna try to do to fight him?
Jacob picks up a rock from the floor and throws it like a football. Ugh. Okay, that didn't work.
He doesn't have a voice, huh? Aside from grunts. We're fighting a cave Katir?
Well, that probably means
Oh,
we
for Christ's
can't
sake,
talk him
he's a
down.
zombie. Less talking, more fighting.
David turns to Jeff. Maybe if we get Hades mad enough, he'll kill him for us.
You know I can hear you, right? It's the underworld. I have ears everywhere.
I didn't say anything, Hades, sir.
God, I didn't go through all the. I didn't go all the effort to go find this guy to send him after you for everybody to stand here yapping.
Jeff turns to Jacob. Well, he hasn't morphed yet, and you're the jock. Go kick his ass, dude.
I threw a rock. But
That's not the definition of kicking his ass.
if he's meant to be the opposite of us, if we act super evil, will he turn good?
I don't think that's how that works.
The evil Musketeer turns his watch. And as he does, he transforms, in a costume similar to Henry J. Waternoose III. He says as he fires webbing into Jacob and swings him round, throwing him into the floor. Fuck.
Oh, Spider, now we're talking.
Oh, that's okay. David grabs his watch and twiddles it around and slams it down in an attempt to activate it. He then gains armor and appears in his Baymax costume. Okay, seems to be working. Here goes nothing. He then dashes forward and lets the wings out and propels himself with his rockets toward the Dark Musketeer in an attempt to punch him. Ah!
As he sees Baymax coming towards him, he turns his wrist again. Wheels appear on his feet as he now gets armor that looks like Chick Hicks, and super speeds out the way.
What the? David looks to the side and begins to decelerate, grinding along the floor.
Oh, I probably should have mentioned, being that he's already dead, he doesn't have that little one-form limitation that you idiots do.
Oh, great.
The zombie laughs, as he then plows forward with super speed and his armor out to hit Baymax.
Oh, this is probably going to be the stupidest thing I'm going to do down here in hell, but heck with it. Jeff reaches down, switches his watch to the third position, and slams it down as large dragon wings erupt from his back and red dragon armor appears around his body.
Huh?
Hey, whoa, dragons are supposed to be on our side.
Not this one. Jeff takes to the skies and flies over the zombie Musketeer down there and begins spewing fire at it from his mouth.
Keeps using his super speeds to try and dodge the best he can. Turning once again back into the spider form to web the dragon down.
Ah! Jeff hits the ground face first. Ow!
There you go, Carr. I was getting worried for a minute there. I mean, you fought Nazis for crying out loud. These guys should be nothing.
Jacob, a little help here.
Wouldn't have hit me, Jacob says as he gets up. Okay. Jacob turns his watch and gets his Buzz Lightyear form. He begins firing the laser at the evil one, who keeps dodging out the way. God damn it, we can't hit this thing.
Jacob, shoot me. Free me over here. I'm kind of stuck in this webbing.
Fires his laser at the webbing to cut through it.
Thank you. Jeff stands up. Well, this is great.
Look, Jacob looked over at Baymax. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. We can do this. We can do this. David appears to try and psych himself up.
I gotta tell you, this is better than I thought. This is working out so well. I should send this guy after that bonehead nephew of mine.
I honestly don't think we can win this one.
I think we've got to try. I don't know what else we could do.
Should we pull back?
I'd like to try one more thing. David, get his attention really quick.
Can do. David nods. He then readies his fist at the Dark Musketeer and fires off his rocket fist.
The Musketeer gets hit in the face.
Jeff flies around behind him and grabs one of his legs with his tail and tries to pull to try to trip him.
He falls over. As he falls over, he turns to his third form and gains what looks like ancient armor with a sword, clearly representing Mulan. He swings the sword into the dragon.
Oh, crap. Boom! Jeff gets hit flat in the chest and goes flying against the wall. All of a sudden, the armor around his body begins to flicker. That's not supposed to be happening, is it?
I have no idea.
That's somehow worse. How does this keep happening to us?
It's called Because You're Losers. That's how it works.
Jeff slowly
You know
falls
what?
over to Jacob. I think I'll take you up on that retreat now.
Is it possible Hades likes us so much he's trying to make us stay forever?
I hope not.
Jacob says as he starts to slowly walk away. Okay, let's flee.
You got it,
boy,
David.
running. I really thought more of you guys than that. Well, all right, go ahead. I mean, it's my underworld. It's not like I can't find you when I want to.
He does have a point.
Yeah, but maybe he'll give us enough time to rest? I don't know. He seems to be having too much fun with us to just track us down and finish us off immediately, so maybe we should, work with that while we can.
I agree with David. Let's take advantage of his ego. Jeff D transforms and bolts for the entrance.
I agree.
David flies toward the exit as fast as he can.
All right. This is interesting. I'll even give you guys a little head start before I send him after you. Go ahead. Let's see what happens.
Well, that was nice of him. Jacob says as he begins to fly behind him in his Buzz Lightyear form. Whoosh.
As the group retreats down a passage into another part of the underworld, attempting to find a way to counter the Dark Mouseketeer that they've been fighting, we cut back to the park above. In the hidden base on Discovery Island, Adrian Connor and David's brother Alfred are in the base.
Dude, what the hell hit this place?
Probably like a really cool party. That's what I would think. Or if not, that's what should have hit it.
As the two look around, one of the non-destroyed screens pops on with Noah's face appearing on it.
Whoa, we've got mail.
What's up, Noah?
This is Noah Johnson. If you're seeing this recording, it means that at least I and possibly other Mouseketeers have been compromised by the darkness.
Uh-oh.
If this has happened, those of you that are left should hopefully be able to rescue us. I have a contingency plan. Get to the Tree of Life in the center of the new Discovery Island, located in the Animal Kingdom. It's one of the sources where we stockpile the light magic. Not the only one, of course, but one of the primaries. Using your watches and the instructions that I'll give you, you should be able to establish a powerful light magic connection with your other teammates and myself wherever we are. By doing this, you should be able to find us and bring us home, and also purge our system of any dark magic that may have infiltrated it as a result of the kidnapping. You may be our only hope. Good luck. The computer shuts down.
That's really bad, isn't it?
Adrian looks over at Alfred. Yeah.
Well, okay then. Let's get to it. I might not be the best person for the job, but I'm going to definitely save my brother. Alfred takes off toward the door.
Adrian sighs, then takes off after Alfred.
They head out of the base, departing the Magic Kingdom and making their way through one of the underground tunnels, arriving near the Animal Kingdom section of the park. As they enter the borders of the Animal Kingdom, however, they notice a group of vicious-looking animals seems to be out of their cages and staring at them. Well, out of their exhibits and staring at them.
This probably isn't supposed to happen either.
I don't like the way they're looking at us, dude.
Well, what do we have here? Some meddling interlopers, it seems. I don't know what you're up to, but we can't have you trying something to rescue your friends now, can we? Jafar says, appearing from behind a tree. Luckily, I've recruited some friends here to keep you occupied. Attack! Jafar grins evilly as the animals begin stepping close to the team members.
Oh man, dude, this looks pretty bad, but I can't think of a better time. Alfred smiles and turns his watch to get dangerous. He then activates it and gets his Darkwing Duck outfit. Oh yeah.
That was actually a pretty good idea, Alfie. I mean, we don't really want to hurt these animals, right?
You got it, man.
All right. I guess I'm going to have to go into evasion mode here. Adrian reaches down and switches his watch to the third position and then slams it down as a black outfit appears on his body, followed by a blue cloak and a blue head wrap. So, let's go track down Jafar, shall we?
We're on it. Alfred runs forward to try and evade the beasts as best he can. He then pulls out his gun and shoots a canister near a nearby tiger to gas it to sleep.
As the gas fires, the tiger roars once, but the gas overpowers it and it falls over, asleep.
Woohoo! One down, like 20 more to go.
Adrian leaps up into a tree and begins jumping across tree branches until a flock of birds come flying down at him. Oh, crap! Adrian slips on a tree branch as he's trying to avoid the birds and lands hard on his back as a couple of leopards begin to circle him. Ow.
Alfred rushes over. I got you, man. He shoots a grappling hook out of his gun right next to his hand. Grab on!
Adrian reaches up and grabs his hand, being lifted out of the leopard's paths.
Alfred zips away, getting them both out of the immediate danger zone. Whoa. Man, I didn't think they'd have birds on us, too. This is crazy.
Well, this is the animal kingdom, dude.
True, I got you.
And very soon it will be our kingdom. All of them will. Jafar cackles, holding his golden staff, the eyes of the snake glowing red.
Adrian's eyes narrows. Now, Jafar, we won't be having any of that. Adrian bounds over toward Jafar, leaps off a branch, reaches under his cloak, and draws a scimitar as he brings it above his head and tries to swipe down at Jafar.
Jafar steps backward, blocking the scimitar with the staff as the two begin to do hand-to-hand combat.
Ching, ching,
Ching, ching, ching. I gotta say, you remind me of a rapscallion that I knew back in Agrabah, but you don't quite have his finesse. Ching, ching, ching.
That's because I'm gonna do you one better, Jafar. Ching. You can't defeat the king of thieves.
What?
Surprised you don't recognize the outfit. Adrian uses the shock on Jafar to kick Jafar square in the chest.
Ah! Jafar falls over backwards. As he does, he loses hold of his staff, which falls next to him. As it falls down, the face of the snake smashes onto a nearby rock. There's a light shockwave of magic, and suddenly the animals seem confused as to where they are. No! Jafar pulls himself to his feet. Fine, you win this round, but the war will be ours, straight rats! Jafar pulls a pellet from his pouch and from his lapel and throws it on the ground. Red smoke appears, and when it dissipates, he's gone.
Adrian sheaths his sword. Damn, that's my gimmick, dude.
Alfred looks next to him at many of the animals bound up in nets from his gun. Well, next time you see him, you can let him know that that's infringing on you, man.
Adrian leaps over to the nets and cuts the nets open, letting the animals free now that they've been returned to normal.
A couple of Animal Kingdom associates who do not seem surprised at the heroes in the outfits and are presumably part of one of Noah's task force begin herding the animals back into their respective environments.
Whoa, that was really fast response. These people are good.
Looks like it. Come on, we better find this tree that Noah's told us to find.
You got it. Alfred gives a thumbs up and they take off toward the Tree of Light.
David leaps from tree branch to tree branch and then abruptly comes to a stop as he sees a large, massive tree in the middle of the area. Well, that's probably it.
The two cross over a bridge onto the island containing the massive tree. As they walked up to it, they note the intricate animal carvings along it.
Yes, it's got to be it, man. This is all right. What did the video say? We gotta do that, man.
As they step up to the tree, and near certain parts of it, they find small openings behind branches and hidden from the general public, but available. As the two insert their watch wrists, the tree begins to glow with a slight light, as do their watches from within the openings. As we cut back down to the underworld, the group has been attempting to escape the maze of the underworld to little avail, and find themselves chased by the Dark Musketeer back in the main chamber where they started. Well, look who came back!
Oh shit, this is just great. We just went in a fucking circle.
I did warn you it was my underworld. Now, I believe we're at the point where you get destroyed now, so come on, make with the destruction.
Make with the destruction. All right. David turns and points his fist at Hades and fires off his rocket punch at him.
Whoa! Hades ducks out of the way. Okay, so not cool. Hades' hair turns red for a moment, but then he calms down. But it's okay, I'm gonna let that one go because you're gonna be destroyed in a minute anyway. Hey, you, what was your name over there? Carr, take care of these guys.
The zombie says, nodding his head. He slowly walks towards him, still in his Mulan form with his sword out. Okay, guys, from what Hades said, looks like this guy was a World War II guy, which means Veterans Day's cancelled this year. He fires his laser beam at him, but he just deflects it with his sword. Ooh, that didn't help.
Oh, man. We really need something good to happen and fast because we're very outmatched, and I'm pretty sure if I take another pot shot at Hades, he'll just get down here and do it himself and finish us off. So, man, we need something.
All of a sudden, Jeff's watch begins to glow very brightly. The hell?
As the watches glow brightly, the Dark Musketeer suddenly stumbles, putting his sword down to stop himself from falling over. As in his limited current consciousness, he attempts to figure out what's going on.
Jeff looks down at the watch, then back up at the Musketeer, and grins. I think we just got that miracle. Jeff walks slowly over toward the Dark Musketeer, still not transformed, and tries to bait him into attacking. Come on, let's see what you got.
He picks up his sword and throws it at him like a spear.
Jeff rotates his watch to the third position and slams it as the dragon armor reappears in his body in a flash of red light. The sword bounces off his chest armor.
The zombie says as he rotates his watch into the spider form. He goes to web him again, but this time it falls to the floor like a can of silly string that's running out.
He's weakening! Everyone hit him now! David rockets forward to punch the Dark Musketeer in the stomach.
Pew, 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 he says, firing his lasers.
Jeff takes to the sky and spits a big flame jet from his mouth.
Whoa, it's hot as hell in here, Jacob says, giggling.
After punching the Dark Musketeer slightly up into the fire, he then rockets to the side to avoid the flames. Ooh.
The zombie exploded.
The zombie explodes into green mist, which dissipates back into the river Styx, much like the skeletons before him. What? That's not how this works. It's supposed to destroy you, not the other way around. Oh, Great. Now my whole plan is out the window. You've ruined everything. Wait, what else could go wrong? As Hades says this, a bright light shines behind him. Oh, now what the fuck? Hades. A bright light hits Hades in the face, and he falls over. As the light spins forward, Noah lands on the ground in front of his teammates.
Jacob turns to Baymax. You were right. Every time that sentence is said.
Well, looks like my contingency plans worked. I can only assume that Adrian and Alfred were in the right place at the right time. I'll have to thank them later.
Jeff lands with the group as the three detransform, the temporary power boost wearing off. Dude, what the hell just happened?
Contingency plan. We have reserves of light magic for just such an emergency. Luckily, it looks like Adrian and Alfred managed to get to one of them and form a temporary power boost through their watches into yours. It also fried his power because it was tainted by the darkness, purges the system, you know.
That's really handy.
Well, there's always the risk of any of us potentially getting captured, and if it were me, I assumed that the others would probably be a little out of their league, so I made sure that there was a backup that would go off in case my watch went off the grid. So, looks like it worked.
We didn't need your help. We totally had this.
Oh, you're gonna have it all right! Hades pops up, now blasting red flame. You're gonna have all of it! Guys, I think
Jeff,
it's time.
can you dragon up?
Jeff raises his wristwatch. With pleasure. Dragon up! To be continued.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, I didn't get the toy up.
You didn't. You can do that next time. Yeah, that'll work. I probably should point out to you, Marcus, that you're supposed to use a new form next episode. It's a new episode.
To be fair, he said dragon up as he turned it, but that doesn't necessarily mean he was a dragon.
That is true.
And he can use the same form. It was just they had leeway to pick any of the three they wanted.
Fair enough. That's true. But yes, that is the end of episode 7. We hope you all enjoyed it. Part 2 of our little 3-part underworld adventure to be resolved next week.
Down here in level 5 of Robot Hell.
Robot Hell. Yes.
Besides, if you really want me not to use that form, you could just have Hades blast me in mid-transformation.
I could. And actually, to be honest, if you really want to make that joke next week and make it hilarious, Richter has to pull out the genie. If anybody gets that reference.
And Marcus, you need to turn into, next episode, you need to turn into King Trident. Because we're surrounded by lakes of souls.
True.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that would work. That would be interesting to see.
How has that not come up yet? We're literally surrounded by water. It's like, well, I know what form I'm not using.
Yeah.
Well,
To be fair, I wouldn't want to swim in it either.
Because I didn't know if Triton's powers would allow him to control the river Styx.
It's debatable.
Just drains all the water, all the souls just fall down to the bottom.
But yeah, I was considering
The
using
souls just
Triton
flop there
for the
like
final
fish.
episode.
Yes. You throw dynamite in there, the souls float up to the top.
Yes.
No, when you got rid of all the water, surely they just turn into the things from Little Mermaid, those poor unfortunate souls.
Nice.
Wah, wah.
That's great. More on that when we get to Ursula. But
Next episode, musical.
No.
we should do that, but it won't be the next one.
And I will say I'm not here that week.
Nice.
I'm kidding. I'm not planning to not be here that week, but I shouldn't have made that joke in case I am.
Fair enough. But at any rate, we will see you folks next week for the wrap-up of the 3rd part of this whole thing. Thank all 3 of you for joining me.
Thank you.
Indeed.
It was fun.
I am James Phoenix, and we will see you next time.
And this episode will end